Well, good evening. I hope everybody's doing good. It is Friday night, and I hope everybody's ready for the weekend because I know I am. All right, it is Friday night. That means we're here with none other than Gifts of Faith.
Hey, everybody. It's the weekend.
I know. It's so exciting to be this close to the weekend, and I can finally take a break.
You never take a break. You're always going 50 trillion miles a minute, Journey.
Shush, don't tell everybody my secret. Gosh.
He's even going in his sleep, okay? That's why I got him Energizer Bunny slippers one year for Christmas.
And I still have them. They're sitting.
The dogs didn't carry them off.
Oh, no, the dogs aren't allowed in my room. Anyway. But, and they don't mess with my stuff. They're trained well. All right, so I'm looking forward to talking to each and every one of you guys. You guys know how we do this. You say, hey, we put you on the list. You guys can jump the list tonight. It is $10 jump because Faith and I will be tag teaming the readings, so we're going to go ahead and put the $10 link up. I did see some people went to older shows to do a jump. Please know that on Fridays it is $10. So if you're going to do that, you need to add to your funds because it doesn't cover tonight's jump. Or you can save them for Monday. So
Whatever day.
Exactly. Anything but this day. This day is a $10 jump day. We did have some technical difficulties on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, I was just completely drained. So, unfortunately, I was unable to join yesterday due to the fact that I fell asleep. I have been really tired here recently, so I have had some trouble sleeping the last couple days, and finally got to catch up on some sleep, and I felt good today. So, here I am with good old Faith here, who just had a birthday.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had a great time. I went to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, I love Cheesecake Factory. It's one of my favorite places.
It was
But
awesome.
I do have to tell you that we'll have to go somewhere even fancier than Cheesecake Factory when I come to visit.
It was awesome. I had I recommend it to anyone. I had roasted pan roasted chicken.
Ooh.
And I had apple caramel cheesecake, and I had a banana cream cheesecake, but I like the apple one better.
And to start the day off right, you know, we're not even a couple minutes into the show. We're not even doing our first reading yet. And what do we have? Apparently, we're right doing the show right next to a bridge because there's a troll.
Hi, troll.
I swear. Come to me if you want the most amazing reading. Really? Where's your website? Where's your show? How about you do one on your show? Everyone's got Facebook. Everyone's got lives. It's sure so damn great. You should be so damn busy on your show that you wouldn't even know ours existed. Am I right?
Let's just steal somebody else's business because we have nothing better to do because we don't have our own business.
Whatever. Let a troll be a troll. All right, so guys, next week is the last week of the season for everyone except for me. Because there's still one more day, which is the 31st, which just so happens to be a Monday.
Well, see, but what he's not telling you is we will be back. This is just the end of this season. So
So that's just this season, and then we'll take a 2-week break, and then the summer shows will be starting with some new fun people, and of course, Faith and I coming in, smacking some people around, having some
Because
fun.
it's our favorite thing to do.
Oh yeah. But guys, what Faith's not telling you is she's going to be hosting some of these summer shows, and I'm going to stand back and let her and the moderators play host.
And it should be fun, I hope.
It will be fun, and I know you can do it. You need a little practice. You've only hosted, we've been doing this show for 8 years together, and you have only hosted 3.
Yeah.
Two of them were this year.
Yeah, that's true. And then I did that one for that other reader a long time ago that was a disaster.
Yeah, that was a disaster, and that's why you remembered that you didn't do it again.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Because he kept talking over me, and I was like, dude, I'm just hosting. I'm not giving a rating.
Exactly. But you know what? Those days are long gone, and we've got a great new group of psychics for you guys to meet that will all, be joining us through on the website and through some other avenues and things of that nature. So I can't wait for you guys to get a chance to meet them. And they are going to be really fun. And it's going to be a different setup than the way you see it today. And that show for the summertime will only be 1 hour long. So...
And of course, with all the new people, me and Johnny will still be here.
Yes.
You guys will get to talk to us too.
Absolutely, of course. And, we are going to have a lot of fun with it. The readings are definitely going to be fun. And I can't wait for you guys to get that opportunity to talk with everybody and meet the new psychics, get readings with them on the website. And, of course, Faith and I will still be here and we'll be on the website. So you guys will be able to see us on there and still see us here. But then season 2 will arrive and we will have a blast because there's a whole new setup and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Faith, were you ready to get this show on the road?
I'm ready. I know I'm first tonight.
Yep, you're first. This is your turn. Your turn.
What everybody doesn't know is when we do these tag teams, we take off.
We alternate.
Yeah, we alternate. We alternate.
All right. Well, let's get this show started. We're going to start off with Blanca D. Blanca D, go ahead and put your question out there. Brianna Strewberry, get your question ready, but do not post it just yet. You'll be after Blanca. I need Blanca to come on down and send us her question. All right, here is Blanca. Blanca says, I have a question. When I was younger, I would see tall men's shadows in the corner of the room. It has haunted me for some time. Was it all in my head or was it spirit? Like 11 or 12 years old, I remember him like yesterday. I feared him for some time.
No, honey, that was a spirit in your house. There was nothing for you to really fear. That was just your psychic ability opening up. And I don't feel that it was that spirit's intention to scare you. Okay? You're just very psychically sensitive. That's why you can feel your mother around you and your husband around you a lot, because you were already psychically sensitive. And that's just around the age that it opened up for you. But I don't feel anything that you need to be scared of about that or anything like that. I don't feel like it was anything bad at all. But that's why, because you're psychically sensitive. And you always have been. And you could see more and things of that nature if you opened yourself up to it further. But that's why. But it's not anything to be scared of. Or anything that you should have been scared of.
Says, oh my, I got scared. I ran scared to my mom, but oh my gosh, thank you.
You're welcome, Blanca.
All right. Well, on my end, I definitely felt as though that you were in a time period of your life that would, your innocence was still intact. And that's why you notice that kids see things more, they talk to things more. There's still that innocence of not being told that Santa Claus isn't real or the Easter Bunny is just a story. You know, all these different things that we grow up knowing till we get to that certain age where we come to find out, wait a minute, Santa Claus is mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and everybody else. And then we start to lose our faith in certain things and we start to brush things off as though, oh, well, this could be this. And people, oh, that's logic. Well, not necessarily. It's not always, logic. It's just where you're at a point in that time of your life where you believe the things that are around you. So you don't have that opportunity to brush off what you see. So that's why spirit does come to children a little bit easier than it does to an adult. Plus, children don't have as much on their mind. Children don't have 1,000,001 things on their mind. They think about things, not that they're, not organized or don't think about things, but they are not worried about the car payment or going to work the next day or, their worries are more along the lines at that age. Did I tie my shoes? Did I get stuff? Did I make mom happy? Did I make dad happy? Is my room dirty? Can I go outside and play? These are what kids think about. We, as adults, do not think like that. And some of us do carry on and realize that, hey, there is something more to what's in front of our face and what is, some of us carry that on from a younger age into our adulthood. So, not everybody does that. A lot of people just like to brush it off. And I know men, the strongest sex, to brush those things off because they don't want to tap, because this taps into the emotional side. This also, does this mess with my image? Do my boys think I'm retarded if I do this? No, they don't. They shouldn't. They believe when they pass away that they're going to go to heaven or they're going to go to hell. They believe in something. Everyone believes in something, even if you're an atheist. Saying you're an atheist, meaning you're believing in something. You believe that nothing happens. That's a belief. Guess what? Ding, ding, ding. It's a freaking belief. I just love when atheists are like, I don't believe in anything. I said, oh, well, you're an atheist, right? Yes. I said, well, you believe in nothing. They're like, wait a minute. I'm like, yeah, you still believe in something. You believe nothing happens. Well, good for you. You can sit in the dark. I will go and be happy. Thank you. It's just the way it is. But, Balaka, thanks for your question. Nothing to be scared of, honey. It was just, your opportunity to see it. And if you allow yourself to see it as an adult, you'll be able to carry that forward. So, awesome sauce. All right. Let's see here. All right. So our next person on our list is Brianna Strewberry. Go ahead and throw us your question, and let's see if anybody jumped the list while we wait for Brianna to post her question. All right. Oh, there she is. She got her question. All right. Can I get a love reading? Honey, what do you want to know about love? Are you wanting to meet somebody, talk about a lover? Be a little bit more specific, guys, with your question, because no generals and no medical, just so you guys know. So what do you want to know about your love life? Are you looking, not looking, talking about an ex? Where are we going with this? Because I can tell you, I've just seen 3 different things pop up. I did. It was like bam, bam, bam. I was like, oh crap. She says, I have a boyfriend. How do you see it progressing?
Honey, I don't know who Matt is, but I get the name Matt around you. I don't know if that's your boyfriend's name or not, but I get the name Matt around you, and if that doesn't make sense to you right now, hold on to that name. You and your boyfriend are okay, but I really feel like neither of you is really putting forth the energy in it that you need to. I feel like you're both kind of blah, like you're a little bit stuck in one position, so to speak. But I feel like things will pick up later this summer if you decide to stay, because I feel like you got a couple options coming to you, and I keep getting the name Matt around you over and over again. So if that's not your boyfriend's name, I would watch for Matt. Okay? Journey, I'm going to give it over to you.
All right, give me a second here. I was looking at the screen and trying to get over. So, what I was seeing here, and when it comes to the reading, Faith's seeing a gentleman named Matt, which I believe is not a current name that's around you at the moment, but one that's coming in. This is someone that you're going to find yourself attracted to, not realizing it or trying to be, but it's one of those things where you see kind of like, I don't say love at first sight, but working around somebody or being around somebody, and you just start developing those feelings without that opportunity. So the thing about it is that when it comes down to that name, I believe it's a new person walking in with the name Matt. I'm looking at the other stuff here. I do see an ex walking back into the picture, trying to come back into your present, which can currently screw up the relationship with the current boyfriend. Be aware. So beware of the exes trying to pop up. They are not really needing your help. They don't need you for nothing. You dumped him like a safe in the sea. Let him sit at the bottom. Don't dredge him back up and allow him to come back into your life. This is like a Ouija board. You got to keep trying to get rid of it until you finally are successful. Don't allow it back in your life. But it's because you don't know what you're doing with it. It is not good. Unless you have been trained on a Ouija board, my suggestion is to let it go. The thing is that with this situation, this can cause a problem in your relationship. Now, I'm going to say, if you can, avoid it at all costs. Current boyfriend situation, I feel like things can go okay. And the reason I say okay is because the ex is going to try to appear, and you're going to gain feelings for somebody new. So you've got two, one's behind you, one's in front of you, and they're coming closer and closer to you. And it's almost like you're being attacked by a thing, like a pack of hungry sharks coming after you, girl. So be careful and make sure that, you're developing feelings for the new gentleman walking in. Don't show, because then your boyfriend will know something's up. And for the ex-boyfriend walking through, trying to interfere in your guys' love life, don't let that come through, because then that causes problems. So that'll cause a fight between the two of you, and possible feelings for this new person walking in will show that you have signs of showing interest in somebody else. Not that you're trying to. Like I said, you're not trying to get there. It just so happens to be something that happens. And, sometimes we can't help that. But in this case, it can cause problems in the current relationship. Now, the current relationship can go strong as long as you can fight off these sharks. So just know, when it comes to the other guy, I know you can't help it, and it just kind of happens. Try not to show those feelings out loud. And then for the past, leave the past in the past, girl. Just don't drive over that spot in the ocean. Just keep going. Go around it. Take another boat. Go a different way. Fly. Just don't go over that spot in the ocean unless you're flying, all right? All right, sweetie. Well, thank you so much for your question tonight. I do appreciate you. And we're going to keep on going here and take our next question in line. Let's go ahead and see if anybody jumped the list. All right, Latoya, go ahead and throw us your question. And then Blanca D, get your question ready. Now, somebody asked about the readings. We do free and we do jump the list. If someone jumps the list, that guarantees their read and moves them ahead of everybody else. And then we also do free readings on here as well. So if you don't jump the list, just wait in line and we'll try to get to you guys as fast as we can, okay? All right. Let's keep on going here. Where is Latoya? There we go. I knew she was here. All right. Latoya says, what do you see for why he is weird this week and or my money? I'm still waiting. The money I'm still waiting on since the review is over.
Honey, I saw you getting the money around the 27th, and I still keep seeing that. So just hang on, because I do see you getting that money. As far as why he's weird, he's always weird. That's not nothing new. I feel like he's edgy because he's frustrated with work and that kind of part of his life. And then I also feel like he's wanting more attention from you. And you're not giving it, and he feels like, I don't know how to word this, so I'm going to try the best I can. He feels like you don't want to be around him, or like you don't care anymore. So it's like, he's like, what do I do? What do I need to do to get her to be interested again? But he can kind of feel your energies, like, doesn't want to be bothered. Like, even when you act like you're okay and like you want to be around him, you really don't, and he can feel that from you. So that's that attention. So then he's getting kind of whiny. I'm seeing almost like a 3-year-old, like pulling back and throwing a little bit of a tantrum because you're not giving him the attention that he wants. That's why. Now he will get a little bit better within the next week and a half. But Latoya, honestly, I'm just gonna be real with you, girl, because I've been reading you forever. You don't even want to be with him, so why are you worried about him acting weird? I mean, you don't really. It's like something to do. I don't really feel like the effort is there, like you really want to do it. I just feel like you're lonely, so you're like, whatever, he's paying me attention, so I'll deal with it right now. But I got a lot going on, but I don't want to look for somebody new.
Wow, so true. He said from... we'll put a voodoo on me, creepy.
He's not gonna put a voodoo on you. I don't think he's got enough sense to do that, even if he did know how. I don't think he knows how to do that. And those things only have power if you give them power. And he doesn't. I mean, he's not capable of doing that stuff. Don't worry about it. But I'm gonna turn it over to Journey, because I know he's laughing right now.
She would be correct, because I know that you have no real interest in him. And like Faith says, it's like I said to you before, he's like a moped. He's fun to ride until your friends catch you on one. It's not what you want. This is not a relationship that you want. And I know that you're not even trying to take it in that relationship way, but you are correct on his energy about the way that he is acting. He is acting weird. He's acting pulled back, but I hate to say this part. He is rethinking his strategy with you.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too, but I didn't know how to word it.
He's rethinking his strategy with you because, you know, what he's done hasn't worked. So now he's got to up his game, and now he's got to figure out, how do I make this work? Where do I make this work? What can I do to make this work? So the thing about it is that yeah, he's trying to make this work, but why? I mean, you can't squeeze blood out of a turnip. Like, it's not going to happen. It's just not. And, the thing about it is like, you care about him as a friend. And I do get that. You definitely have feelings there, but they're not romantic feelings. And I get that you guys are going to get stronger as friends, but I don't feel like you guys are going to get strong in a relationship. There's nothing that's going to make you go, oh my God, you're amazing. And I can't wait to be with you. You're going to be like, like you have been. You're going to be like, like you have been. She says, yes, he wished I was in his town. Yeah, so he could drive you nuts.
He's already driving her nuts.
I mean, but no more so. Then he would just show up, and then she would have a date with somebody over, possibly, and then he would be like, hey, here I am. And you'd be like, oh, shit, get out here. Get! I got a date, dumbass. It's not what you want. It's definitely not what you want. So just make sure you keep that on a friendship level, and that, and don't ever go to his town. At least not to live.
And I would just tell him, when when you're done with him in that capacity, I would just say, listen, we're just going to be friends. You need to stop being so weird.
She says he better not. No, you better not.
But he really, that guy's missing a couple screws upstairs. He really would. He really wants to be with you. He really does.
And he would purposely come to her house to keep people at bay.
He would.
That's the problem.
Why are you even entertaining this way? Like, just tell him no, because he would do it.
I mean, he's a couple of crayons short of a full box. Like,
yeah. Well, you're the best thing in his mind that's ever happened to him. Like, you're his ideal. So he's like, I gotta figure out how to get her. At least she's still talking to me. What do I do?
How do I make her love me?
Yep.
You're not. Listen, people, I'm going to say this out loud for everybody who's trying to force someone to love you. It does not happen. They either love you or they don't. Some people can like you and want to be a friend with you, or they care about you like you care about a puppy or your family. But sometimes they just don't fall in love with you on that level. And that's okay. Because even though you don't get that level of love with them, you get a different form of love. And those are the type of friends that we talk about all the time, that I wish I had that in my life. You do. You just push them away because they have a type of love for you that you don't share with them. So you just got to make sure you keep, reiterating, I care about you like I care about my puppy, like you and my dog. You guys are the same level. I care about you, but
Journey.
I have to get rid of you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like,
to be a puppy, it might be.
You can either be lovable like a puppy, or you can be the big dog that no one likes because he bites everyone and pees on your carpet.
Well, the thing of it is,
so I'd rather be loved like a puppy would be as the old dog that no one likes. That's mean and irritable.
Well, the thing of it is that even when we're in a romantic relationship with someone, one person usually always loves, not more, just differently. Everybody loves differently, and sometimes we don't have any control over. They might love us the same amount, but in a different way, because that's how they show love. And, just like we can't control who we fall in love with, we can't control who loves us back.
On this note, though, but on this note, don't become a doormat.
No, don't do that. That's not a good thing either. Don't become a doormat just because you think someone's going to love you for doing things for them.
Because I will tell you, if you're a doormat, I will tell you. I'll be like,
you will.
Welcome. Please don't rub your feet on me. Doormat. You don't want that. I don't want you to fall in love with somebody, or if you think you do something, you go so far out of your way to do because you think they're going to love you back in the way that you love them. Don't do that to yourself. Don't, because at the end that hurts worse.
I speak from experience. It does.
I yell at her all the time.
I've had that done to me before. Journey, you're not nice.
Am I not right about this? I yell at you all the time. You're like a pain in my ass. You're like a little sister.
Hey, look. My life has improved greatly since I moved back.
I do really truly have to say 1,000% better.
I'm honestly a different person since I moved back. So, I'm in a lot happier spot.
Absolutely. All right, so we are going to take a quick break, but after the break, we're going to take Belanca D's question, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8000.
Guys, and we are back. Caught Faith off guard.
My dog is barking at me because I had a snack during the commercial break and she wants some. I don't have any more. Well, I do, but you're not getting any. Okay?
Okay, so, guys, remember in 10 days we're going to be doing our drawing for our monthly drawing. So if you are a YouTube subscriber, remember, your name will be drawn on the 31st, and we will be talking and announcing who our winner is. I need Belanca D to put her question up, which I just seen came up. And after Belanca, it's going to be Radish B.
Okay.
So let's go ahead with Belanca. Belanca's here. Says, so my kids get from me, spiritually, because before my daughter saw a shadow here in my home, I saw it the day before, but wow, I always thought he was trying to hurt, but then again, he never came at me. He would just look at me, still scary because he was, and I was short, My husband always thought I was weird. Laugh out loud. He still does. Laugh out loud, babe. I see you I see you two laugh out loud, but still, out of the years, I would hear voices, and I feel as if someone was coming towards me or right beside me.
That's just because you're spiritually open, Blanca. That's all that is. It's just your spiritual opening. And, you know, the kids, like Journey said earlier, kids are more open because they're more innocent and they're younger, and it's not been long since they came down, you know, and they're open. They're open to angels. They're open to God. They're open to other things more than we are, just like Journey said, because we as adults worry too much and we don't slow down to see things. And if you're not open to something, it's not going to be revealed to you a lot of the times because your energy has to be open. Just like us as readers, everybody thinks that we know everything or, you know, that everything comes easy for us, but it doesn't. This takes years of practice.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But that's what it is.
Journey laugh out loud. He was really tall, and I was short. Laugh out loud. My husband's weird. Because when she said my husband thought I was weird, I said he still does. But he loves her.
Well, that's always a bonus. That's what we all hope for, that someone will see our weirdness and still love us in spite of it, or maybe because of it. But no, Blanca, it was just because you were spiritually open, and you continue to be. That's why you see and feel the things that you do, and your children do too. But there's nothing wrong with that, honey.
Thank you, Miss Faith.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
Well, Blanca, I can tell you right now that just because your husband may have thought that that was weird, and at this point he still does, but he said that to make a joke for you, you know, there's still time for you to craft what you've seen. You can still harness your abilities. No matter what age you are, you can still harness your ability. Everybody has that capability. But the problem is that when we get older, you find yourself with more resistance. You find reasons to go, well, that's this or that's that, or you Google 894 million different ways to do one thing when it's really basic, and you start from your basics. Always learn from your basics. What is it that you're strong about? What is it that's strong with you? So what I have done is I've taught people over the years, what is your strongest thing? You know, there's a very, very basic class that I teach. It's called The Psychic Within You. Each class is about learning who you are about. Am I good with numbers? Am I good with words? Am I good with feeling, seeing, hearing? You know, whatever it is. We will find it. We will work on it. And then you will find yourself developing your abilities, because everybody, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, everybody's got one. We call it our gut feeling. It's an instinct. Oh, it's luck. No, it's not. It's not a coincidence. It's not luck. It's not. That's what we do to ourselves to accept it. How is it that a scientist, I'm really good with numbers, I'm an amazing scientist, but when I go to the casino, I win big money, and that's luck? No, dumbass, you're good with numbers. You see, you can count. You don't realize you're doing it, but you can, because that's your ability. That's your gift. So it's not luck. You're drawn to things. You do things for a reason. Sometimes we block it. Sometimes we accept it. Blanca, accept what you are. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks, because you're awesome. And that's all you need to know, is that you're freaking awesome.
You are a pretty cool lady.
Hey,
You're a sweetheart.
if I like you, you got to be cool. And I like you.
This is true. This is true.
And I like lots of people. And everybody, I think, has something unique or something great or something awesome about themselves that I enjoy. So I like having a lot of people in my life just because I like different things that people do. They always have a different perspective. They always have something. We may not always agree upon everything, but that's okay because everyone's allowed to have their opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. They're like psychic gifts. Everybody's got one. So that's what I tell people all the time. They're like assholes. Do you have an asshole? Yes, you do. You have a psychic gift. You also have an opinion. You also have eyes. You also have a mouth. I mean, we all have certain things. We all have what I call the basics. Depends on if we use them or not. Some of us are runners. Some of us are sitters. Some of us are walkers. Some of us are skippers. We all do things differently, but we all do them. So, all right. Thanks, Blanca. All right. So, our next caller is, I said radish, but that is not what I meant. I think it's radash. I don't know. I might be saying it wrong. I'm pretty sure I am. But
How
the name. There we go. There she goes. I got you, sweetheart. Oh, it's Ash. I'm having trouble with names tonight, guys. Sorry, apologize for that. Nicole Edwards. So go ahead and throw me your question since you know it's your name I'm trying to pronounce here. Sorry about that. All right. Just waiting for her to post her question, and then
I don't have anything, and I'm working, dog. Stop.
she don't even care.
I know.
Is Devon coming to see? I guess to see her. Does he want to be with his child's mother?
He wants to get attention wherever he can get it. And he likes drama, because if he didn't like drama, he wouldn't pull out the stuff he pulls. I feel like he doesn't always communicate real well, and he's very cocky. And I also feel some family problems around, like, his inner circle of family, like with his mom and stuff like that. Like, I feel a lot of problems for this person. Like, I even feel some legal stuff. So he's got a lot of drama around him, period. I do think that because you have hesitation with him in regards to your relationship, I do think he cares for you, but he's just a mess, period. And if I were you, I wouldn't deal with him because he's got a lot of stuff going on. I do see the child's mother being an issue too, but I don't think he necessarily wants to be with her. I just think he likes attention any which way he can get it. He's not very responsible in general. Like, I feel this is somebody that's not good at holding down a job or doing anything. He's just really scattered and bounces every which way and everywhere. So that's what I'm getting with him. I think that if you deal with him consistently, you're going to have a lot of turmoil. There is not going to be consistency. Like, he'll come forward a little bit and he'll be there for you, and then he's going to turn around and do something screwy in his own life, and it's going to mess you guys up. And you're going to get really frustrated with the situation, because I do see the child's mom being a factor indirectly. So just be aware of that. But on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Jeremy.
All right. So when it comes down to the baby mama drama, that's exactly what it is, baby mama drama. I'm seeing a little bit of deception on their part and trying to, kind of hold them down and like take over and, control. And that's what I'm seeing there. So don't allow that energy to get under your skin, because there's technically nothing that you're going to be able to do currently in order to get him to see that. And she's going to use that against you, and then she's going to say that you're the one that is trying to control him, and she'll flip-flop it on you. But as for any type of real romantic relationship energy or anything like that, don't worry about that, because that ain't been there since way before the child was even born. So that seems to be, water under the bridge. And trust me, he grabbed a raft, didn't even go across that bridge. He was like, I'm going down the river to cross, not even getting in this mess. So the only thing he needs to do is that he can't technically do 100%, which is disconnect with her 100%.
Yeah.
So that's the unfortunate part. But I do feel like you have, I don't feel like you have anything to worry about it. And I can tell you right now that the energy is, it's just about the child. That's what I'm seeing here. It says we're not even communicating at all. Yeah, but that seems to be from a different area of the relationship. Yeah, you guys may not be in communication at the moment, but that communication does build back up, and I don't feel like we're far from that happening. Actually, give it less than a week. I mean, like, I see you guys communicating. But yeah, she's definitely controlling and annoying. And, I know you want to drop kick her in the face, but remember, honey, you're not a Power Ranger, so you'll get in trouble for it if you do so. Do you think he's coming to see me? He said he's coming to Georgia. Yes.
Yeah, you'll see him.
I see communication before you see him physically. So get prepared for that. So on that note, I want to say thank you for your question. Know that there's no real relationship there between him and the baby mama. It is definitely drama and her holding some crap above their head. Okay. So let's keep on going here and take our next question. Hey, Rhonda, you're going to be next, honey, after Christy Swanson, because she was next on the list, then you, and then Kira. So you guys are on the list. Just know, hold on to that question, honey. And we'll get to you in just a moment. Christy Swanson, go ahead and throw us your question. Rhonda Peters, get your question ready. You're next. All right. Christy Swanson. She said, okay, thank you. You're welcome, honey. Just know that she will create any problem between the two of you. So get ready to stay strong like bull. And you're not a Power Ranger, so you can't kick her in the throat.
Just hang in there, because I did feel he cares for you. It's just a lot of drama, like I was saying, and I don't know that you're going to want to deal with it. So.
All right, so we got Chrissy Swanson here. And Chrissy says, my question is, will I be able to overcome my insecurities and be able to be in a relationship again? And any idea how soon that might or might not happen? I love how she threw that in there.
Yes, you are going to have a relationship again, but you have to try. You're really fragile right now. I feel like you had trauma from a while ago that you haven't let go of, and this doesn't feel recent to me. This feels like it may have even been more than a year ago that you haven't completely let go of and healed from, and you don't really trust people, and you feel like you're not lovable. I feel a lot of anxiety, and I'm just going to be really honest with you. I don't know if you're on medicine, and I'm not a doctor. We're not medical doctors on here, so I'm not going to give you medical advice. I'm just going to say energetically, it feels like you have anxiety, a lot of anxiety about dating or getting into a relationship or your self-worth because of things that have happened to you in the past, and you don't handle loss very well. And I would tell you that I feel like you need some type of possibly to go to a doctor and get a mood stabilizer or something to help you with anxiety, because when I concentrate on you, I feel anxiety in my chest area, and I know that it's not from me. I'm empathically picking up off of you. But to answer your question, yes, I do see you getting in a relationship again within 7 to 11 months. And the reason there's such a big gap there is because it's going to be up to you.
I'm talking about a lot of things. You're so right.
Okay. So this is the relationship stuff is going to be totally up to you. I feel this will happen within 7 to 11 months. And when I get a time frame, it's within. Not that the whole time frame has to pass. This person lives somewhere with mountains, so it may not be in your area. I just keep seeing them around mountains. Okay. And I feel like this person either owns a restaurant or works at a restaurant. I feel like they're possibly a professional cook or chef. Not like a diner cook, but like a real cook is what I'm being shown. They drive a blue, I don't know if this is a pickup truck or SUV because of how some of the new trucks are. And they might have a dog. Okay. Trying to see if I'm seeing a name. Their name starts with a T. Sometimes I'll get an exact name. Sometimes I won't. I feel like this person is actually born in May, and it feels like they're a Gemini, possibly, with I want to say it's a Virgo rising, or a Virgo with a Taurus rising is what I'm getting. This is somebody, when you meet them, you're going to feel like you've known them before. And they also like to read. So I don't know if reading is your thing, but they like to read a lot. And I feel like walks outside. Okay. And I'm just going to throw this out there, and I don't typically...
that'd be nice, handsome. Dogs are great.
Yeah. This person is handsome. I feel like they have kind of brown, kind of sandy brown hair, and it's wavy. They're what I call sun-kissed in the face, meaning they're sometimes red in the face from the heat. They're really kind of down to earth and a little bit earthy, but they love to read and cook. And I don't feel they were married at one point. I think. They're not now. So, but the buzzer just went off, so I'm going to turn this over to Journey. Sorry, Journey. I got a little carried away.
You're okay. You're okay. That's all right. So, yeah, Chrissy, when it comes to your anxiety about dating and things of that nature, I do feel like it's all back to feelings for a past lover, and it has a lot to do with you not wanting to accept anyone new into your life and the possibility of getting hurt. But you know what your warning signs are. You just have to pay attention to them. Trust yourself. Once you trust you, you'll be able to trust people a little bit better, because then you'll be able to trust in your own warning mechanism within you that says, no! As soon as that goes off, you should probably walk away. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you so much for your question tonight.
Journey, we need to get you a doll made that does that looks like you, because you always say that to me all the time when I want to do stuff. You're like, no.
Absolutely. All right. Let's see here. Our next person in line was Rhonda Peters. Rhonda, go ahead and throw us your question. Rhonda Peters. Please, everybody, be patient. Rhonda, she said, sorry. All right, so Rhonda said, sorry, I actually sent too soon. Okay. I hear things in my house, see shadows, and feel presence. And am I right? And if so, can you tell me who it is? Good question.
Okay, what I'm being shown even before Journey finished the question is I feel you've got a couple different things going on in your home. You have an older lady that I see, and I feel like she's possibly a family member, like a grandmother or a great-grandmother, and she had something with the heart or heart attack or heart problems and possibly diabetes, okay? And I'm also seeing somebody that used to live on that property a long, long time ago. Even if it wasn't the same house, it was on that property. I'm seeing an older man and I'm seeing a young girl dressed in like period clothing, like a dress, like a really frilly dress with ruffles down at the bottom, and a big bow in her hair. Those are the people that I'm seeing. I don't feel that they want to hurt you. I don't feel anything bad about it. I just think that they're there. They're not going to hurt you, though.
All right. Well, yeah, I didn't get that there was a sense of a reason to be fearful. And I got an older gentleman, but I also got a woman walking through your house as well. I don't feel that it's one spirit that's coming through. I got that there was a couple, but these are not all family members, but I do feel that, you know, the energy going through your house is not bad. I don't feel like it's a bad situation. I get that you're seeing spirit because the mediumship side of you is opening up and you become a little bit more open to the idea. And well, clearly here you are, you know, more open to that side of you. So allow yourself to slowly develop. You hear it, but what are they saying? Take the time, maybe keep like a notepad, or you know what? Cell phone. Your cell phone has a memo thing where you can say, I think I just heard them say blah, blah, blah. And then you can say whatever it is that you need to say in order to, you know, say, okay, so now I'm getting a sentence put together as to what spirit is trying to tell me, because you may only hear one word. You may hear two words. You may be able to feel them tap you. What time is it? You know, so this way you can document what's going on until you can finally build yourself up. Because once you do that, I feel as though that you're going to see yourself breaking through. Things are going to be a lot better for you. So I need you to kind of like take notes for now until we can get that side of you to build up just a little bit more. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to surprise yourself as the more you hear, the sentences are going to become, it'll go from one word to 2 words to 3 words, and then we're going into sentences, and you're like, holy cow, I can hear it, because your medium side is opening up, and that's why the spirits are coming. And they can sense it better than you can at the time. So, A, you're not weird. Like I said, everybody's got a psychic ability. Yours just happens to be a lot more open right now, and you're unsure of how to harness it. Well, just like it is with everything. When you learn to speak, you speak 1 word first, then you speak 2, and then you're speaking 4 or 5. Then you got to about 20 words, and now all of a sudden you're able to form sentences. So you start to learn how to use that. So do the same thing with hearing the words. Talk about when you saw them. What time was it? Was it a man? Was it a woman? You know, maybe they'll say their name. Maybe you will hear a name. But these are all things that I think that if you are serious about your psychic ability and wanting to know how that's going to grow or where that's going to go, then, you know, you would start using these tools to your benefit to help strengthen it. Because once you get that muscle going, honey, you're going to be able to hear them come through. You're going to be able to see them come through. Now, you can't ask that they hide themselves, but they can talk to you. Spirit will listen. So it says, I used to hear many choices all at once, talking and laughing, but I didn't hear that. I don't hear that anymore. Well, give it time. Give it time. So I want you to hang in there, use these tools to your benefit, work that psychic muscle until you realize that you're not going to because it will wear you out at first. I am going to tell you, it will wear you out just a little bit because it takes a lot of energy. So just hang in there, work that muscle, and it'll be awesome. So start with the voices, listen to what they're saying, describe what you're seeing in the shadow figures. It will help you piece a lot of this puzzle together. Thanks, Rhonda. We appreciate your question tonight. I hope that helps. All right. That's what I tell all my students to do. Start documenting. Once you start documenting, you're going to realize what you're doing, and it's going to help. That focus is going to be amazing. Says, okay, thank you. I'm a little scared, though. Nothing to be scared of, honey. You're alive. They're not. You're stronger than they are. They're in your realm, which weakens them. They only get power if you let them enter your vessel. It's like a battery. All right, so Kira Kessler, you will be next on our list, but we're going to take a short commercial break. After the break, Kara, we'll be taking your question. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
All right, and we are back. Caught Faith by surprise again.
I always try to finish before the commercial, but it doesn't always work.
All right, so Emlena, or Leanne, Leanne, that's it. Leanne, go ahead and throw us your question. And to answer the person that walked through the door and said, do we answer questions from those who crossed over? We do. So just know that we are mediums and we do answer those questions. All right. So Em is saying, I'm in a 2-year relationship, but I have been having dreams and struggling about my ex-husband, and I can't let go since the divorce in 2018. Does he think about me? Do I give up? Help. I thought I moved on.
Honey, he does think about you sometimes, The reason you're picking up off of him is that because you're still psychically connected to him. And because you have unfinished things with him spiritually. And things that are left unsaid. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you should go back to him. It's more because you have things that are left unsaid, and also because you're not happy in your current situation. So your spirit is going back to what your spirit's being pulled to, the last serious thing that you were in, and feeling like maybe you made a mistake and it wasn't right. But I don't, not that there's anything wrong with this when someone goes back to their ex. I don't see that. I don't. Journey might see something different than I do, possibly, but I myself don't see that. I feel this is because in your soul, you're feeling a lot of regret and a lot of reflection, and you're still connected to your ex. That's why. Psychically, you still have that cord, and you have a lot of unfinished issues that you guys never dealt with. And you're just getting spiritually reflective deep down when you dream that stuff. And you miss him. Even when somebody wasn't good for us, people have good qualities even when they're not so great for us or when things don't work out. And sometimes we miss that. But I think you're missing it right now because things aren't so good with your current boyfriend. And so your soul's getting reflective. That's what that is. But I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
All right. So the thing about it is that you guys do have a connection, but here's the problem with the connection that you have. The underlying love that you guys had for each other is still there. This the energy that brought you guys together when you first got together. The thing is that you're in love with somebody who doesn't exist anymore. The person that you fell in love with doesn't exist because they've changed. Doesn't mean the person doesn't exist. It means their energy and who they were is not who they are today. And that's what separated you. Is because there's no longer the person you once met. But the love for that person has been there this whole time. And that's what led you to hang on for as long as you did until it was time to separate. So to break that bond, you have to break that connection with the person that you need to break up with, which is the person you first met. That to me, I would do is write a long, lengthy letter. Do not type it. I want you to handwrite it. Don't talk it into a message board. Don't do anything like that. I want you to write it out. Say everything about the person, all the things that you liked, what made you fall in love with them, and then you need to say, but you did turn into this person, and you became this person. And I know that the person that I fell in love with is still in there, but I'm going to let you go. To cut cords like that, you have to do them one by one. If you ever hear anybody says, oh, I'll walk right in there, just like, oh, I cut the cords, you're all good. No, the hell you didn't. You did not. You do not shut off emotions like that. There's no freaking way. Not only from a psychic standpoint, but from a psychiatrist standpoint. You don't just give up on emotion like that, especially when you love somebody. It's really hard. And that you did love him once upon a time. But you were still in love with the person he once was. And not the person he is today, which is the reason why you guys separated in the first place. Is because he's no longer the person you once remembered. It says, do I leave the hope behind and walk completely away? As for that question, that is a free will choice. But my advice to you is to know that this is not going to happen between the two of you. He is not going to go what he feels is backwards. So, on that note, I am going to say it would be best to walk away. But it is your choice to do with that what you will. I cannot take that from you. That is your choice. But I would say in order to heal 100% and to move on, I would start writing that letter and getting everything out of my system. And it may not just take with you writing the letter the one time. You may have to write a couple letters. As you thought you got rid of those, some new stuff popped up. Now some new stuff popped up. Keep writing it until it gets out of your system. Okay? I'm sorry you have to feel the energy that you feel like that, but we all at some point have to go through something like that.
Yeah.
I hope that helps. I hope it helps. And thank you for your question tonight. We appreciate you. All right, Hannah T. Hannah T, get your question ready and throw that question at us. And Belanca D, get your question ready, but hold on to it till we call your name again. All right. And guys, remember, we got about 19 minutes left of Jump the List. So if you're going to jump, now's the time to do it. Because after we get to that hour and 30-minute mark, no more jumping the list. And we will continue to keep going with who we've got left to be able to take questions for. So Hannah T, come on down. You are next on our list. All right. Here is Hannah. Hannah says, I've been very concerned about my mother and my brother this week. I've got a bad feeling. I can't seem to shake it off. Please help.
Honey, I don't feel anything wrong with your mother and your brother. The only thing that I do pick up off of your mom is a little bit of health stuff that she needs to take better care of herself. I see some blood pressure issues, possibly some sugar issues, and she's really tired. And then she needs to manage her money a little bit better. And your brother's just irritable. I just feel like he doesn't feel good. He's hot and he's frustrated and he's worried about money. And I think he's irritated with your mom, but I'm not picking up anything in particular that I'm overly worried about when I concentrate on this.
Okay.
Trying to see if I see anything else, but I don't really see anything that's like overly worried, like for her to be worried about. I just feel like she's got some anxiety.
That's what I'm saying. Anxiety is getting the best of her currently at the moment. But the thing is that the energy that I see circling it, the things that I see going around, I feel as though that, you've got a lot of worry about both of them. I see a lot of energy focused on them because you want what you feel is right for them, and that seems to be getting the best of you. Now, everybody has some type of little issue that we can focus on or fester on, but I get this more in spirit telling me right now. An elder gentleman, grandfather, saying that she's doing this because she's not focusing on herself. She's not focusing on what's going on, because she doesn't want to, so she's taking that energy and focusing it somewhere else. That's what I'm being told. I'm getting it your grandfather. He's saying that he wants you to start focusing on you. Unfortunately, what they're going through currently are things that they need to go through on their own. But grandfather energy saying that this is something for you to distract yourself with, and it came in mixed in with your anxiety, which gave you an overwhelming feeling when thinking about them directly. So you kind of tricked yourself at the moment. So, but I don't feel like there's a huge concern for their well-being and things of that nature. So I do feel like you're okay. I do feel like they're okay. Yes, they've got their own dramas to deal with. Let them deal with it. Let them deal with those dramas. But right now, you need to focus on you. It's time for you to focus on you and your situation so you can get past it, because focusing your energy on other things is not going to benefit, because guess what? After they're done needing your help for the one thing that you're focused on currently, the thing that you've been avoiding will still be there. And unfortunately, it won't be better. It'll be worse because you've been avoiding it. And it builds up pressure when you avoid. So that's why I'm saying allow them to focus and deal with what they need to deal with. But, this is something that you need to focus on is you, and focus on your permanent household. What is in your house? And he is talking about your anxiety and talking to a physician, because I feel like your anxiety is getting the best of you right now. And I don't mean it just because you're focused on them, but your anxiety mixed with depression is not helping you. So my suggestion, I'm going to tell you, not only as a psychic, but as your friend, Hannah, go see the doctor. It's okay to talk about these things. It's okay to let them know that you need a little bit of help. But you really do need to go to get that energy to that, maybe some medication or even some therapy to that nature, or talk to us on the website. We will help you walk through the anxieties that you have. But if you don't feel comfortable with us, definitely go see the doctor. See if they can help you. But I feel as though this is an avoidance of what you're going through, and it's reflecting off of them, and then you're getting that anxiety added onto it, and you're kind of misreading the situation. And I don't want you to be getting the wrong message, okay? I hope that helps, Hannah. All right. Thanks, Hannah. We appreciate you. Blanca D, go ahead and throw your question out there. You are next on the list, and then I've got Tina M. Tina, get your question ready, but don't post it just yet. I need Blanca. And she says, thank you guys always. Anytime.
You're welcome, Hannah. Hang in there, honey.
Anytime. All right, I'm going to switch over to Blanca's questions because she's decided to write novels.
Oh, my God.
Blanca, where you've got someone to have. I don't know what you wrote after that because it says ... That means the message was just a little too long. So go ahead and send a second message with that part in. Okay, honey? Thanks. All right, so it says for my last question of the day. Also, I got my hair done again because I wasn't happy with it. Now I have the effect of when I met my husband, and I'm gonna glam it up, dress to impress, laugh out loud, Miss Faith. I was looking into the Taurus sign, and the Taurus sign, they are actually really amazing. That sign has my attention. I'm not ready, but I'm one that likes to know what at the end of the road. I wear glasses because I refuse to be blind, laugh out loud. I open to opportunities, and if my husband and God are sending me someone to have, then we do a happy dance until she figures out how to send the rest of that message. So
well, I kind of know what she's saying here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, listen, because we've talked in private and done private reading, and I told you that God and your husband are going to send you somebody, that they are a Taurus, and you got all fluffed up and said you didn't like Tauruses. Well, hello, you're speaking to one. But it's not for a while, Blanca. This isn't for about 1.5 to 2 years.
So says have a friendship. Well, how about my husband must be proud of me? Sign, a girl of many questions. Says love you, Faith.
I love you too, Blanca. I really do. You're such a sweetheart. But I do see someone coming for you, like I told you. But I don't see it for about 2 years is what I'm being shown. And even then, you're going to be friends with this guy. And like I told you, I feel like he's going to have lost his spouse. And that's going to be what pulls you guys together. So I would just hang in there. As for your hair looks great. Don't worry about that, because I really feel like you're making an effort to make yourself feel good about yourself. so that it changes the energy and so that people see. You just concentrate on you and you concentrate on your babies, okay? But I don't see anything like when I look at this, I'm not worried. I know that this person is going to come for you because I've seen it really strongly. It's just waiting for the person to come. And when the person, you kept asking me, will you be open to it? Will you be open to it? You're not open to it right now. When the person comes, because God will be sending you this person, you will be open. God isn't going to send you somebody before you're open. Just know that. Not the right person. He won't send you the right person if you're not open. Okay? Just hang in there, Blanca. I'm going to give it to Journey.
So he's also not going to send a delivery boy like FedEx or or UPS or any of the other ones out there. But, you know, the thing about it is, too, is that you're going to have to find a way to, you know, acknowledge yourself and be open to it. You can't go into any type of relationship with a closed mind. It's not fair to you, and it's definitely not fair to the person who's trying to show their interest in someone else, especially if they become attracted and interested in you. They want your full attention. They don't want to walk up to the person that's like, nope, nope, no, stop. And don't say it, Faith. I knew where you were about to say it. Don't. Anyway, it's not karaoke. So the thing about it is that, you know, that you have to allow yourself to be open. And if it takes 2 years for that to happen, then it takes 2 years for that to happen. But there's a reason for it. And that may be because the person that you're looking for isn't in the picture at the moment. And that's fine. But also know, don't keep yourself closed off. But also just everything is where it's at. And you will get past these insecurities, and you will be able to grow, and you will be able to have that love for yourself. So hang in there, sweetheart. Thank you so much for your question. It says, yes, Mr. Journey, I love your character and explaining our situations. Laugh out loud. You know, got to throw a little dramatic effect to it. Anyway,
Trust me, y'all. He does it to me, too.
All the time. All right, guys. Everybody who's donating,
I said no.
We are getting the donations. There's a lot of jumpers, so please be patient as we go down the list. And yes, we are getting everybody's donation, and that guarantees your reading. So don't worry, you will get a reading. All right. So let's keep on going. I've got Tina M, and then Zambi. Get your question ready because you'll be after Tina. So Tina, go ahead and throw us your question. And guys, we got about 7 minutes left to jumping the list. She says, thank you guys and good night. You're welcome, sweetheart, anytime.
You're welcome.
All right. Just making sure we're getting everybody here as the time is slipping here. I can't believe how fast the shows went tonight.
It always goes faster when the two of us are doing it. Have you noticed that?
Every time. Every time. I know people are like, God, that show just flew on by. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, yeah, I know. Up, here we go with them trolls already. Oh,
troll.
Tina M, come on down. Throw us your question, sweetie. Tina M. All right, Tina, we're going to hold on to your question until you show up with your question here. Zambi, go ahead and throw us your question. Zambi, come on down. And then Michelle J, which was Michelle Johnson. Get your question ready. You'll be after Zambi. All right. Zambi's question says, I found out U.S. man has been cheating on me with my cousin. Ooh. Will this heal between us?
I actually feel like you are going to take him back. You may think you're not going to right now, and I feel like you're going to be mad, and he's going to give you all these promises and stuff. But here's the thing, okay? we can't tell you what to do because you have free will, but I would advise you not to take him back. But in saying that to you, I feel like you will take him back. And I feel like it's going to cause a rift between you and your cousin. So just know that. But I do see you taking him back. You're going to be very angry. And when you get angry and you get into arguments, you're going to bring it up even when you say you've forgiven him. That's why I advise you not to take him back, because I don't know that you're going to be able to heal from this fully. But I don't think that this is completely truth. Like, I feel like there's other things that added on to this that you don't know about. So I would pay attention to that, and I would try to find out more details, because I don't think this is the full story. Okay? On that note, I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
All right. So, the thing about your cousin, that's a sore spot. The cousin seems to have given you other reasons in life to not really trust them prior in the past, for just small things, but never to anything of this extreme. As Faith said, I did feel like you guys would find a way to resolve your issues and kind of work on the problem. But the problem with that is that now that there's a bigger trust issue, and that's something that's going to continue to keep being there. And I'm going to tell you, I wish I could say 100% that trust issue, that's just going to go away and things are going to be fine and blah, 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 blah. It's not. It's never going to be 100%. You'll get to 98%. There's always going to be that 2% piece of you that says, is he cheating? If he backs off a little bit, is he cheating? This is something that you need to take into consideration before moving forward, because it will be now a part of your relationship. So that's something that you need to think about. Now you can't trust him 100%. You only trust him 98%. Is that good enough? Is he meeting your standards? Is he meeting all your expectations? These are some things that I would, if I were you, would take that reflection, because Spirit's telling me to tell you to reflect on the situation before you make a choice. It says, I didn't even know they stopped. I felt they were hiding more. I investigated so much. Well, the thing about it is that you have that investigation intentions now that focus your energy on always wanting to investigate him. So that's something you need to really keep in the back of your mind, because it's going to be there. Like I said, that trust is not going to heal itself. It's not. And I want to say it'll be 100%, but then I'd be lying to you, and I don't want to do that. So know that is 98% okay. Can I trust him to be around my family? Can I trust him to be around my friends? Can I trust him to go to work and not want to meet somebody else? These are things that you need to be aware of. Now, I don't feel that this was recent, like it was yesterday or something. I feel like this is from the past. So that's why I got to 98%. Because I feel like this is not new, but it's not old either. But this is something that you need to really keep your focus on at the current moment. So something to think about, Zambi, but I do see you getting back to them. And just know that you need to reflect on this a little bit more before you move forward. But honestly, I don't feel like he's going to keep doing it. But that's not my call. That's your call of how you're going to handle it, because you honestly don't want to hurt yourself either going through this situation. With that, I want to say thank you for your question tonight. And I am sorry to hear that.
Me too. And I just want to add something really quickly too, Zambi. Don't just blame him. You need to really look at your cousin too, because I feel like you're more angry at him than you are at your cousin. And that's a different kind of betrayal coming from a family member.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the part where I was like, do you trust your family? Do you trust in being around so-and-so? So remember, these are things that will eat at you later on and will continue unless you find a way to get past it. But it will always be at 98. It will never be 100. All right. So Tina M did post her question. I guess she had a little lag time. So we're going to go ahead and grab Tina's question, and then we'll go to a commercial break. After Tina's question, we'll get Michelle Johnson, and then Kevin T, you'll be after Michelle Johnson. So let's grab Tina's question real quick, and then we'll go to commercial break, and then we'll come back and grab the other people from the jump list. All right. So was wondering what the energy feels like for me and A right now. How will it be for the next couple weeks? And do you see truth coming out soon about a fake relationship?
This is the thing. When you ask your questions, or when Journey read your questions, what I see is a lot of bouncing back and forth, like inconsistencies, like a lot of highs and lows. I do see A coming forward, but I don't get, when you say fake relationship, I'm not getting any fakeness. I'm just not feeling a relationship there. Okay. Whatever that means to you, that's what I'm being shown. I feel you're going to have more ups and downs and inconsistencies. It will get better by the end of summer is what I'm being shown. The Journey might be getting some more in-depth detail with that. Just because I feel like A is very busy and still isn't giving the energy toward everything that you would like them to give. Okay, Journey, I'm turning it over to you.
Okay. So the other thing that I'm seeing with the situation is that, yeah, it was a front with the situation to push people away. So I get that's what you're talking about, a fake relationship. I see X's in the picture. I see 2. I see 2 X's trying to get involved or trying to interfere, trying to like bother, kind of rub things in people's faces. And so in order to hide themselves from that, they posted this relationship with a friend. Now, this is why Faith doesn't see it as a fake relationship, because they actually have a relationship, but it's a friendly one. It is not a romantic one.
No, it's not romantic.
Someone who they've been friends with for many years. And so there's that closeness there. And there's images from the past and things like that. So the thing is that it's not something that you're in need to fear, but the situation will be explained to you. But it, to me, still feels like we're like 2 weeks out for you getting that explanation. I don't feel as though that explanation is here today. And, that part sucks because you're wanting to know a little bit of information. And unfortunately, it's just not something that you're receiving currently. Now, you will get the information. You're just going to have to be patient at the moment. Thanks, Tina. Thank you for your question. I hope that helped. All right, guys, we've got the no more jump the list going on, so please do not jump the list. I repeat, do not jump the list. We've come to the half an hour mark. We're going to take a short break. After we come back from the break, I need Michelle Johnson. Get their question ready so we can get ready to post it. And Kevin T, get your question ready. You're right after Michelle. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
And we are back. So I need Michelle Johnson to send their question. Michelle Johnson. That's the name you used on PayPal in order to jump the list. Michelle Johnson. All right, here we are. So it says, my husband Richard, he passed away on April 28th. Need to hear if he hears me yelling at him. Does he have anything to say about the whole situation? Want to kick his butt. I'm mad as hell, but always love him. Need Richard to answer. Also, how is he? Who helped him on the other side? Michelle, because of his recent passing, I'm not going to be able to respond to this, so I'm going to leave this one up to Faith.
Okay. Hi, Michelle. First of all, I'm very sorry for your loss. He does hear you yelling. He says you're yelling about the house because the house is in disarray. Some things need repaired. Okay. He's also saying she's yelling at the finances because the finances weren't organized very well. And he's making me feel like his death was sudden. I keep getting stuck with the chest. And he's also saying something about his hair or his head. I don't know if he was bald or what this is, but he keeps showing me his head. And he keeps saying something about hair, like he has hair or more hair now, is what he's saying. He's showing me that there was an older man who drove a red vehicle that was there when he crossed over. And he keeps wanting me to tell you that any questions you had about the other side or God, because you guys had extensive talks about this off and on throughout the time you were together, like debates about it, really in-depth talks about it. He said God is real and the other side is real. And he said, you know that because you picked up on things ever since you were young, but he's wanting to tell you that on a different level. He says he's not been coming through to you because he doesn't want to get yelled at, which he says you yell at him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And he says that if you haven't already, you're going to find some unexpected little things from him that he's going to push forward when you go through his things, because I feel like there's some handwritten notes and some other things, just doodlings or I don't know if this is doodlings or scratch paper or what this is. you're going to find random things with his handwriting on it. And he's, are you wanting to move, or are you thinking of moving, or there's something with you moving or changing the house or whatever? And I don't feel like you're going to do that right now. I just feel like your energy's in total disarray and you don't have much support right now because you're usually the one that does all the supporting of people. And he's also saying to me that you need to take better care of yourself because he's showing me stomach issues around you. He's just sending you a lot of love. He said there's a lot of confusion in the house. He said he's in there. He said she hears me at nighttime. She hears me. He says, but I don't like to go in there because she yells, and he's laughing about it. He said, you know, what he's making me feel is that he didn't really want to go. He said he didn't have a choice. It was his time. You keep yelling at him, telling him he left this whole situation a mess. He said, she cusses at me. Don't let her tell you she doesn't. She cusses at me. And he says, you cuss at him and you scream at him, and that's natural and it's healthy to get it all out. And he said, but it wasn't my intention to go, you know. And he said, he's making me feel like you guys had plans. Like, I don't know if this is like for the near future, but he's making me feel like you guys had plans to go on some type of trip, just the two of you. And he said he's sorry that you guys won't ever get to do that. He's showing me, like, I don't know if this is like hiking or the Grand Canyon or what this is, because he's showing me like mountains and stuff like that. But he is around you. I hope some of this makes sense. He's just sending a lot of love to you. And he's also saying that one of your vehicles needs a new tire, or there's something with the air pressure on the right-hand side front tire. If it doesn't make sense to you right now, hold on to it. He also says you need to stay on top of going to the doctor for yourself because you've worn yourself down. I hope that this helps you, but that's what I'm saying. If you want to, you know, if you want a more in-depth reading, you can always call me on the site, but he is around you.
All right. Well, Michelle, when it comes to spirits that recently passed, I like to let time pass so the person doesn't become an earthbound spirit. That does happen. So I like to let time pass before I do mediumship readings on that, just so you know. So it wasn't anything against you. That's just the way I am as a reader. I give myself that 6-month time frame so they have the ability to cross over, stay over, and be able to come back and come and go as they please. Sometimes a spirit can get stuck here and feel more that they're still alive than they are crossed over. So that's just a rule of thumb for myself. All right, she says, laugh out loud. Yes, we were to grow old, pass from cancer. Thank you. Going to the doctor Monday. Good.
Okay, that's why he kept showing me his head. Like, he was showing me a bald head, which is one of my symbols.
Mm-hmm.
And he also says he's got a dog over there, and there's also a cat.
Nice.
So he wants you to know.
Hey, your pets cross over too. All right. Well, thank you, Michelle. Appreciate your question. She says, thank you, North Carolina. Was the trip.
Okay, that's why I was seeing mountains then.
Listen, I'm sure. Well, but thank you, Michelle. Anytime. We're sorry for your loss, but we are here for you. If you need us further, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com. As of all of you guys can sign up, get 3 free minutes, and then whatever the additional minutes are, what the psychic charges per minute. All right. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. All right. Kevin T., please come forward with your question. And then Megan Jones, get your question ready. You'll be after Kevin. And you're receiving, the audience's condolences. Jesus, I can't talk tonight.
Your
It's been
tongue
all right, we've got Randy Torres, so apparently she's under Kevin. So Kevin, I'm going to call you Kevin now. Says, we're having some family issues. I'm concerned with their mental health and don't trust them at all. However, my husband has always wanted his family relationship to be healthy. He makes excuses for them and says this is just how they are. Are they being manipulative, vindictive, just needing some guidance? Also, going to Vegas, any chance I may win big? Woo woo.
Go, girl. The family, your husband's right. That is just how they are. Which I hate to say this, but they are dysfunctional messes. And sometimes we have family like that. It's not so much they're manipulative, like intentionally. It's just their person. It's not exclusive to them being that way toward him. They do that to anybody. I don't even think they know that they're like that. It's like it's just their nature. And I do feel mental illness around them. I would be there for them, but just know that you can't count on them, and they will use you for whatever they can, emotionally or otherwise, because they are vampires and they're used to taking advantage of people. Do I think that they say, oh, let's take advantage of Kevin and his family? No, I don't think they say that, but it's within their nature to do that. And that's what you're really looking at. As far as
you love them from a distance.
right. I mean, and you can still help them, just don't trust them further than you can throw them to a degree. Do I see you winning money in Vegas? I do see you winning some money, and I'm going to tell you what I see is 500. You might win more than that, but I see at least 500. On that note, I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
All right. So, the thing about that family that you're seeing, the thing is that the excuses that he makes is because that's what he's been shown to do. So that's a taught program. The thing about that is excuses are what they are. They're excuses. There's no reason for their actual the way they act. They do it because they know they can get away with it because excuses will be made for them. Oh, well, Tommy does that because he's an asshole. So, it's okay. He could be an asshole. No. Be an asshole to somebody else. I'm not going to take it. You can, you know what I mean? Just, you're going to have to, I don't want to say accept it, but learn to tolerate it, because your husband wants that healthy family relationship, and he knows. That's the problem. He knows. That's why he makes up the excuses, so he can continue to keep accepting what they're doing, because he doesn't want to be hurtful to them. He doesn't want to hurt their feelings. He doesn't want them to dislike him. He actually is one of those people that wants everybody to like him. Look at news. Not everybody's going to like you, and sometimes your family sucks, and you have to deal with it. But that doesn't mean that you have to make an excuse for them. You just have to know for yourself what they are and who they are, and go from there. So you tolerate certain things, but you don't have to tolerate everything. It says, I was so aggravated with them. He means so well, but gets blamed for everything, even though we're nowhere near them. Listen, cut it off. Give them no help. Zero. Be there for them. Listen to their crap, because exactly what it is. Just because they didn't create anything for their life, they're trying to make people miserable. Misery loves drama. Drama loves people, so they can watch to be a part of this drama. Well, guess what? You guys aren't getting paid by ABC, CBS, TNT, TBS, whatever, Element P broadcasting channel.
Element P, really, Journey?
Well, I couldn't think of any more off the top of my head at that very moment. And I didn't want to say one in specific because they're a terrible station. Anyway, so the thing about it is that you need to realize that they're going to do things to get their kicks and get their rocks off. You need to know what to accept and what not to accept, and make sure you put up your boundaries. Other than that, they are who they're going to be, and he knows it. He hates it, but he puts up with it. Thanks, Brandy, a.k.a. Kevin. She says love it. No problem. All right, Megan Jones. come on down. You are next on the list. And then I need Stephanie Boss to get her question ready. But please don't post it because we're waiting on Megan to post her question first. Oh, gosh, Brandy, you got blocked on there. Damn it. That wasn't supposed to go to you. That was supposed to go to the troll. Sorry, Brandy. You should be okay. If you go through YouTube, I'll have to find a way to unblock you. I don't know why it does that. It jumped when she tried to respond. All right. So, we got Megan here.
Hey, Megan.
So, Megan says, am I in the right path in life? Will I ever meet the one? You're talking to the right lady for finding the one.
I know those that can't do teach. You know, Megan, you can, but you've had a lot of distractions, and you are very strong-willed, and you know what you want. And as Journey says, you keep attracting the dudes with the tinfoil on their heads. So that's the problem. And I don't think you've been looking in the right area, because part of you on a certain level doesn't think you deserve it, even though you know what kind of caliber of person you want. And I don't think this person lives in your area. I feel like they live 2 states away, or two major areas away, depending on where you are in the world, because I'm seeing they're a little far from you. I feel like there's going to be some online connection. This person works in something corporate, because I'm seeing them wearing a suit. They may even own their own company. I think possibly they do something with banking or numbers or something, because of what I'm being shown. I see darker hair and green eyes. I feel like they may be Italian from what I'm seeing. They have a slender build, not skinny, but slender and kind of muscular up top in the arms. Okay. And I'm being shown you're going to meet this person through somebody. Like, you're going to go to somebody's house for some type of party, and you're going to meet them that way. And there's something about pink flowers or pink roses are going to be sitting on the table when you meet this person. And they're going to outstretch their hand, and it's going to be like you've known this person before. Trying to see if I'm getting an initial. I want to say their name is Nathan or Nathaniel. Okay. And I feel like this is going to be something long term, but I don't see this person right now. This is actually, I wish I could say this is sooner, but I don't see this until between October and January is what I mean.
Italian?
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Let me tell you, girl, that could be a good thing or it can be a mess, or both. And
I see cooking. I see cooking. Lots of cooking.
But listen, Italians, that's a good thing for the most part, except for the temper. But that's what I'm getting. Astrologically, I feel like this person might be a Scorpio. Okay. With a Pisces rising, which is kind of weird, but okay. But I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
I just love what Jennifer Rogers posted. She just said Italian stallion.
Hey, listen. I dated an Italian for a long time. They are very fun and difficult.
On this situation and this upcoming relationship, the Italian person, I definitely felt that there was cooking going on, and there was, there was a connection, there was a bond. It was more than it was more than just a physical
Yeah,
emotion.
there is.
There's emotion there, but then there's a deeper emotion. It's not just like, oh, I can cook. It's like, I want to do it with you, and I want to show you my ways, and I want you to put that into what you already know. But he's really, expressive to see what she knows about that. But cooking is a passion for him, and it's very erotic for him in a sense. So something to know about this person coming up. And she says, I cook some good Italian food from scratch. Well, you guys are going to be a match made in heaven.
Yeah, and this is going to be a long term. This is going to be a long term thing. This is going to be something really good for you. So please be open to it. And this person's really, you guys are going to be like best friends. This person's really going to love you.
Absolutely.
I mean, I feel like a deep, deep connection with this person.
Well, thanks, Megan, and enjoy your relationship. You're really going to, be in a good position when it comes to this, and you guys are both going to share your passions, because I feel like you have that same passion for food as well, and that's just that. It's just that connection. It's not, like I said, you have the emotional connection, which is good. Then you've got the physical connection, which is great, and then you've got the passion behind it, which just really makes this relationship so much, because I don't always get to see the passionate side of it. I mean, I can see the feelings and the emotional side, but when you show that passion because of the way it came through with the food and the connection that they had together, woo, gonna be making babies.
That's his phrase now, y'all. Just know that. It don't mean you're getting pregnant tomorrow. But that's his phrase now.
Hey, the best part of the baby part is trying.
That's his saying now too, y'all.
The trying part's the fun part. After that, you're going to be tired. So baby's going to want your attention all the time.
Well, heck, some men are babies.
That's true. It's true. All right, Stephanie Voss, get your question out to us. You are next on the list. And then I need Taylor Washington to get their question ready, because you will be after Stephanie Voss. But baby making time. All right, so Dalton.
You just have babies on the brain journey.
You stop it. All right, says, hey, Stephanie here. I just got out of a relationship and thought I felt he will be back. What's going on? What's going to happen? And is there anyone else coming for me?
Okay, as far as your ex is concerned, he may come back, but I'm honestly not seeing that right now. I see somebody else around him, honey. He wasn't ready for a commitment, and he felt a lot of pressure from you, even if that wasn't your intentions, because you felt like you had expectations or he had to be a certain way, even if they weren't things that you stated, things that he felt within himself. He will come back around you, but I don't see that till the end of the summer, and by then you're not going to want him. I do see you meeting someone. This is the funny thing. I feel like you're going to meet someone when you're on vacation, because I'm seeing some type of vacation or road trip or something for you by the end of the summertime, and that's where you're going to meet this person, is on this vacation. Okay, so I don't know how long term this is going to be, but I do see you meeting someone. I feel like their birthday is in July, that they're very independent, but there's issue with them either helping their mother or staying with their mother. There's something with their mother where they feel like they have to help the mom. The mom may be sick or something. I feel this person's name starts with a B, as in Peter. I'm not saying the name is Peter, but I'm getting P, the initial P. And I feel like this person is a little bit on the shorter side, kind of stocky, but muscular. And I keep getting reference to a beach around this person. Okay. Trying to see what they do. They may do something with cars. They may even be a car salesman, because I keep seeing them getting in and out of cars and moving cars for whatever reason. But on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
All right. Hang on, guys. I'm stuck over here. Trying to help somebody here at the same time. Charlene, I'm going to look into that and see if that went through for you. All right, son, honey? So, and nobody was skipped. All right. So the situation here that I get with this the relationship that you were in, I do feel like he's still gonna linger. I see him coming back. As for somebody else, yes, there is somebody coming in. Faith was just explaining that to you, but I'm going to talk about this ex. Idiot and tinfoil. I don't feel that you're going to find yourself in the relationship that you want with the ex, even though the ex comes back trying to pretend. And I'm going to say pretend because it's exactly what it is. It's just to get you back in their good graces, and that way you guys can reconnect. But by doing so, you're going to push away this new romance that's coming your way. Please take this seriously when it comes to your relationship. And I did not see you as skipped. There's the energy to me when it comes to this new relationship is so much better than the current relationship that you just left. And I think you should give the new relationship a chance. He had someone else already. Jeez. Yeah, unfortunately. But the thing about you in this relationship that's coming is I really want you to give it a shot. I really do. Please give that opportunity because I know he's going to come back and it's going to be a mess. But thank you. Thank you so much for your question tonight. We do appreciate it. Thanks, Stephanie. All right. So I'm going to look at Charlene Hall's question to see if the donation went through. And then right now I need Taylor Washington to throw us their question. Taylor Washington. She said, thank you both. You are welcome.
You're welcome. Just hang in there, honey, okay? Because that ex is going to come back around. But like I said, by the time they do, I wouldn't mess with them because you're going to have somebody else better.
Okay. I am looking for Charlene's thing here. Charlene, that for whatever reason, whatever you had going on there, it did not go through because I don't have it on my end. But I'll continue to keep looking as I bring up Taylor's question, just to make sure that nothing happened to your stuff here. It says, I want to know, will Lance still and I ever be in a relationship in the future? We're not together right now, and I sense he is dating around as well as me.
He is dating around. The thing about him is that he's not really serious with anybody. He just wants attention, and I feel like he's focusing on career or that part of his life. There is an attraction to you, just like you have an attraction to him, but if you want something serious, he's not the person, at least not right now. I don't see him being where he could be serious for one person for at least a year, because he's too scattered. There is an attraction towards you, and I feel like when he's around you, he wants to be with you, but not enough to calm his ass down. I mean, really, I do feel like they'll have an opportunity, but it's not going to be what she wants, because I'm not seeing like commitment, like you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. He can't do that with anybody. He's too scattered. So what I would say is when he comes around, enjoy it, enjoy him. But until he kind of matures a little bit, which isn't for about a year, don't have any expectations of him, because I don't feel he's capable of giving it. He's too scattered with work and dealing with other people.
She said, right, laugh out loud, and I understand.
But I definitely see the attraction there. I mean, you guys are very pulled to one another, and there is a bond. You guys have fun together, and you got a really good chemistry. He's just not grown enough. But you will have an opportunity to be with him.
Said, right, I understand.
Okay. I'm going to flip it over to Journey.
All right. Well, yeah, I do see the relationship there, and I do feel like you guys are both kind of cruising the neighborhood and figuring out who you want to be with, and I definitely see the attraction between the two of you, but I also see a nervousness on his end. Like he doesn't want to move forward. There's the possibility of losing you if you guys get into this relationship. So that seems to be something that weighs heavy on their mind. But I don't feel like it's anything that you need to worry about too much. And I know that you guys aren't trying to rush to each other, but the opportunity will present itself. I don't feel that we're too far from it. As we get into the month of June, I feel as though your guys' attraction for one another grows stronger, and you guys even bond even closer. Says, I'm not ready either, though, laugh out loud. I just want to know I'm not rushing. Yeah, absolutely. No one's saying that you're rushing. But the thing about it is that you guys aren't ready for each other. But like I said, building the bond as we go into the month of June is something that only strengthens the connection. Ooh, you're sexy to me, and I want to know you more, and that's where I'm seeing it. He thinks I'm too much to handle, honestly. I think he's insecure. You would be correct. And that's why you find him with this hesitation. But you're also not, just like you said, you're not currently ready either. But the thing about it is that you guys will come together. That's the thing. There will be this connection between the two of you. And I do feel that you guys will grow it. But that does happen with time. His telling you you're too much to handle, things of that nature, that's actually him showing his insecurity and throwing it at you and making you the issue versus saying, look, I'm nervous as shit. I don't know what to do. And I'm not going to explain to you my emotional feelings. So I'm going to tell you that you're nuts and I don't know if I can handle you. So, I mean, yeah, that's a cute little joke. And that only goes so far. You know, you're not going to be dealing with that for years down the road going, oh, I'm still too much to handle. Wow. You're a real strong man. Like, you know, that's showing more about you than it does me. But the thing is that that is his insecurity shining out. And he is making it cute because he doesn't want to make it where you go away. He just wants you to, you know, figure out, hey, I'm not ready either. I'm not ready for that straight up connection because he knows he'll have that with you. So is he going to communicate with me more? Yes. As we go into the month of June, I see communication picking up. I would not say that it picks up prior to that. It will still be on the bits and pieces that you have currently. So is he ever going to try to commit? Yes. But wait for that bond to secure itself. Once the bond secures itself in the month of June, then you'll start to see you guys being around each other, dating, doing that. Then the commitment comes. So brace yourself because it does happen. But thank you so much, Taylor, for your question, right? Because could have been blocked me. Yeah, he did. No, you're not going to worry about that, honey. He's going to communicate more. He really is. All right, guys, we have been here for 2 hours. This has been a great show. Charlene Hall, I did not see your jump. If it does happen to appear, we will take care of that and send it back to you because you didn't get your chance for a reading. We've been here for 2 hours, so we want to say thank you to everyone who was here tonight. We will be back Monday with me, Journey Ryan, Tuesday with Gifts of Faith, Wednesday with Trinity Black, Thursdays, Dream Interpretations with me, and then Friday you got us, Faith and Truth. Okay, coming back at you. Now, guys, next week is the end of the season. That means after that, we're going to have the Monday show after that, which is my show. We're going to announce the winner, do some readings, and then we're going to have a 2-week break. and then we're going to come back and I'm going to have some new psychics for you. We're going to be doing some new cool fun stuff. I'll be hosting, Faith will be hosting, we'll be tag teaming, we'll be just out of sight. So you guys, I can't thank you guys enough for being here. Like I said, Charlene, if I see that, I will take care of that problem for you. I do apologize, but we've run out of time tonight. But Faith, it is always a pleasure being here.
I know.
Absolutely. Guys, remember, tune in Monday. You have a beautiful, safe weekend, and I hope it doesn't rain so everybody can go outside and do something fun in the sun. Until then,
bye, everybody.
Security and Faith sign off. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye-bye.